Hello everyone, and welcome to the History and Art Secrets YouTube channel. Are you ready for a new journey in search of knowledge? The Battle of Tolentino took place on May 2nd and 3, 1815, between the forces of the Kingdom of Naples led by Joachim Murat and those of the Austrian Empire commanded by General Federico Bianchi. It was the decisive episode of the Austro-Neapolitan War and was fought primarily between Macerata and Tolentino, with its epicenter in Pollenza and near the Rancia castle. The outcome was a decisive Austrian victory, leading to the fall of Murat and the return of the Bourbons to the throne of Naples. Murat, king since 1808, after Napoleon's landing from Elba in March 1815, sided with the emperor and launched a military campaign in the Po Valley against the Austrians. Bianchi's troops were deployed in Ferrara and along the Panaro River. Murat managed to ford the river at Cento and outflank his enemies, but was stopped at Occhiobello, where he failed to capture the bridge defended by the Austrians. An enemy counterattack was blocked by Guglielmo Pepe's Neapolitan unit at Carpi. The expedition was halted when Murat learned that the United Kingdom had declared war on him, and he decided to retreat to defend himself from a possible invasion from Sicily. His headquarters were moved to Faenza, Forli, and Pesaro. Bianchi divided his forces into three sections, one led by von Neipperg with 15,000 men, tasked with pursuing the Neapolitans along the Adriatic coast. One of 14,000 soldiers led by Bianchi himself, aiming to outflank his enemies via Modena, Florence, and Foligno to trap Murat, and a third, commanded by Nugent Westmeath, aimed at threatening Naples. Murat detached a force to the coast to stop von Neipperg and, with the rest of the army, moved towards Bianchi. On April 29, the vanguard engaged in skirmishes near Macerata. On May 2, the battle proper began around the Rancia castle, which changed hands several times before being captured by the Neapolitans towards evening. On May 3, fighting continued around the castle and the Cassone, a nearby two-story house. Murat ordered a maneuver to engage the Austrians head-on and envelop them from the flanks. The crux of the battle was at Cantagallo, where General Luigi Antonio d'Aquino was replacing the wounded Angelo D'Ambrosio. The attack was slow to get underway and was conducted in square formation for fear of the Austrian cavalry, making the Neapolitan troops easy targets as they descended from the muddy hills to assault the opposing troops. The attack lost momentum, but the Austrian counterattack failed to break through. By around 4:30 p.m., the two armies were balanced, and Murat still had reserves. At that moment, news reached him of an Austrian advance southward, capturing Antrodoco and L'Aquila without a fight, and of pro-Bourbon uprisings in Abruzzo and Calabria. Based on this information, Murat ordered a retreat. The Neapolitan forces, despite having fought bravely, dissolved with numerous desertions along the march south. Losses were heavy, 1,800 dead and wounded and 2,000 prisoners for the Neapolitans, 1,100 dead and wounded and 300 prisoners for the Austrians. Bianchi's forces advanced rapidly to the Volturno. The Neapolitans were destroyed by Hungarian cavalry at Castel di Sangro, and the remaining forces were annihilated at Cassino. The Neapolitan fleet surrendered to the Royal Navy to avoid bombardment of Naples. Murat, realizing the impossibility of resisting, abdicated on May 4 and ordered his generals to negotiate peace. After various vicissitudes, he returned to the kingdom but was arrested, tried, and executed on October 13, 1815, near Pizzo Calabro. The Battle of Tolentino is considered the first of the Italian Risorgimento, as Murat is seen as a precursor of the national movement. If you enjoyed this video story, please like it, share it on your social media, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Hello everyone.